So sometimes we might get a little sidetracked in trying to steer them what we want, because we're not listening to them. We gotta listen to what they're really saying to us and identifying what are some things that, when it comes to wants and needs, Jason, what are some things that we really need to focus on at that needs assessment?
Well, they're like to haves, they're must haves. Again, building a rapport and understanding what their vehicle use is for. If it's for their family, if they got kids, if they're going to play soccer and they need the room.
Yep.
Make those notes down so that you can bring that back up to them when you're doing the walk around on the vehicle, and you can show them, well, you mentioned to me that room was important, you got all these hockey bags for your kids, check this out, and then you can give them a proper product demonstration using their likes and wants.
Okay, perfect. So that's the first 10 minutes of customer experience. Now let's talk about product. Rob, what are some things that we have to know and do to give them a really great experience when we're actually presenting our product?
You have to know what they're looking for and what their hot
Yeah.
buttons are, and focus on those, but understand the product as a whole, so if they have any questions, you know the
Okay.
answers and steer them right.
Cool. What else, Sean?
You have to know how the product has a benefit that relates to their needs.
Right. Okay. The biggest thing is we have to know our product. We got to know it better than they do it. And so, like with Hyundai, there's so many features and benefits in product right now. With Nissan, there's so many features and products. We got to know all our stuff, guys. We really do. We have to know our stuff. Todd, you got to know over at Buy Direct. You got to know every single used car that's on the lot. You got to know what your competitors have. You got to know how it compares. You got to know, axle ratios and towing and all these other things for what they want. Okay, you really do. So you can give them a really great experience. But that's important, whether you're dealing with used or new. We gotta know our product, guys. We gotta know what it does. And if we don't know it, we gotta look it up. Really important on this stuff. That's what they're wanting from us. They can, they can buy a car anywhere, guys. They don't need to buy it off us. And that's what I try and relate sometimes to people is like, we're not doing them a favor. They're doing us a favor doing business with us. We gotta wow them. We gotta give them that experience when they come in that we really appreciate their business. We're gonna do whatever it takes to earn their business. And it's not always about the deal. A lot of it's about this stuff. They want to feel really comfortable dealing with us. They want to make sure we're listening to them. They want to make sure we're giving them all the information so they can make an informed decision. And sometimes we lose sight of that. Sometimes we think it's all about, hey, I can save you $100. It's not always about that. It's about a lot of the other things. It obviously plays into it, but when you give this stuff at a really high factor, it's going to play into it. So on the test drive, what are some things, Connor, that you think that are must-dos to give them a great customer experience?
You have to be able to build mental ownership on a test drive.
Okay, I'm talking about the customer experience. So what are give me some like real things that you would do.
On a test drive?
Yeah.
If they're driving a big old minivan that has a big V6, we're driving past a gas station, they're trying to get into a hybrid. Wow, look at how much you're going to save at these pumps.
Okay.
Look at the prices on the pumps. We're going up a hill. I know they like skiing. The back seats are folded down. Those kind of things.
Okay. Rob, what are some things in customer experience to give them the customer experience that we want you to do on a test drive?
Take them on a test drive that would resemble what they do in their daily driving.
Nice.
Whether it's driving to their office or their house, and then just talking about the features that are important to them on their drive as much as on the walk around. And then just shutting up and letting them enjoy the vehicle.
Okay. Let's make sure, guys, on the test drives we cater to what kind of family they are. They're single, they're married, they have kids. Let's really take care of, when we're showing the product, that it caters to them and not to us, right? So really give them that product presentation that they wanted. I always say this, like, there's a lot of good product out there. A lot of our competitors have great product too. So how are you going to stand out? How are you going to stand out in the product presentation? You have to know your stuff, and you have to make sure that they really feel comfortable in using our product and experiencing it, going for a really good test drive without intimidation or without high pressure tactics. They just want to experience the product knowledge, right? So that we have, okay?